behind me and give me their feedback, so that when that submission is made, it is my very best work, very best. And I am shocked again and again that God would take my work and use it. And I think it's to the glory of God, who uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise and the weak to confound the mighty. God can use you, and it's really an expression of our disbelief to assume that He cannot.
So when I think about this question, it's interesting because Dr. Quarles teaches New Testament in an evangelical seminary, and Dr. Mullins teaches English in an evangelical seminary. And church history is kind of somewhere in between the two disciplines. It's a seminary type discipline, but unlike Bible and theology and pastoral theology, kind of according to the rules of the game, if you will, by definition, it's mostly a descriptive discipline rather than a prescriptive discipline. We're interpreting what people said. Now, we might also then make application, but that's not really church history. That's what we're doing with church history. So, sort of by definition with being a church historian, when I think about journal articles or book chapters, any sort of scholarly essay, I have to think really intentionally, is this something I'm writing primarily for the guild, though I'm not going to hide my convictions, or is this something I'm writing primarily for the church, where it's not so much a church history contribution as it is using church history as a springboard to have conversations about pastoral theology or spirituality or whatever the case might be. So I was very aware going into the discipline that that's where it was, and I had seen guys